Dear Diary, today me and my woadies took the bus to the Stonewood Mall so that we can go get the N1 Mixtape Volume 3. It's dope. Can't wait to see what Hot Sauce doing this one. Anyways, the man at Foot Action made me have to buy a pair of socks in order to get it. I said I thought it was free. That's why. Anyways, I was so mad I forgot to get my new Liangelo Ball mixtape. It's cool. I can always get it from LimeWire, and that's for show, dirty. DIYers, it seems like G3 is bringing that early 2000s feeling back. The hell does that mean, Curtis? Shout out to Liangelo Ball. He is going extremely viral right now. Now, for context, I have this photo up here because Liangelo Ball, of course, is one of the Ball brothers. Shout out to LeVar Ball, a strong example of a strong father that wanted to make sure all of his sons got into the NBA. Now, obviously, Lonzo Ball and LaMelo Ball made it to the league. Gelo, not so much. But he's been working towards it, and in the midst of it, he and Lonzo over the last X amount of years have been making music. But there's a song right now by Liangelo that is going supremely viral, and maybe you've heard it if you're on TikTok or Instagram, but it's going crazy right now, and it's called Tweaker. Here's a thread that kind of breaks down how the hell it happened, because it happened in a very unique way through a streamer named Neon. So let's go ahead and break down just a little bit of a timeline here, courtesy of, I think, this Neon fan page. And let's go ahead and see what they're talking about. So first and foremost, here's a clip from one of the streams. Please excuse these dumbass steak ads. I do not endorse or support. But it says, the first message here says, it all started with a simple collab between Neon and Liangelo, where Gelo first played his unreleased song Tweaker on the stream. Now, mind you, Neon is a fairly large platform, one of the largest streamers that are out here. Does a lot of questionable shit that I can't really co-sign at all, but I do think this shows just where we're at when it comes to the ways that artists and those who create music are promoting it and finding viral success. Peep this out.
Be honest, bro. If it's fire, right? Be honest, bro. If it's fire, right? Debbie's in the fucking chat.
I just made this shit like last week.
Okay.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, I letting shit go. And I heard that she wanna show, me who she be, I'm kinda fucking with it, show me some more. Bitch, you tatted head to toe, could give a fuck the story rope. You wanna tweak it over me, and I'ma show you how they go. Like the money in my pockets blow. They having combos about me, these pussy niggas don't know. Tell me what they talking about, I ain't fucking listening, and let your thoughts run your mouth.
Honest, bro. If it's fire,
For sure, whoa, did what the hell did Manny Fresh produce this?
Somebody has to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
So it goes on to say that the song started trending on YouTube, TikTok, X, Instagram, with all of the biggest content creators reacting and vibing to it. Here you have one of the people reacting to it is a gentleman named Cash Nasty. Another one here, you obviously have YouTuber and content creators and musicians, DDG and Black Boy Max, who are that are responding to it. And it seemed like people were kind of borderline going from vibing with it to kind of clowning it, because it does sound like early 2000s nostalgia. Now, instead of playing all of these, I want to actually walk you through a few other things that are happening. Let me see if there's anything here that's worth mentioning. This is I'm Still Dante's reaction, Flight Reacts reaction. So it made all the rounds to all the different reaction channels on YouTube. Here is his brother, Liangelo Ball, reacting to, I guess, this moment in the new song.
Money in my pockets blow. They having combos about me, these pussy niggas don't know. Tell me what they talking about. Like the money in my
There it is. And I think go back. And then here we go. It got
Ready
Zoe.
for some hot shit? You ready for some hot shit?
Let's
fool?
see.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, I letting shit
So
go.
as you imagine, his brothers are eating this up. I've even seen a few NBA players like, look at this. This is my guy at the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Donovan Mitchell, and this is him reacting to it.
Under the rim, gives him a shoulder, and goes up for a finish. The aggressiveness, the mindset. You know, come on, son. The fact that you know the words, the song just came out, bro. Shout out to Liangelo Ball, I guess. That's under the.
Isn't that amazing that happens off of, and it's not the first time that it's happened, but it is right now probably one of the most trending songs out right now. I think it did some ridiculous stream numbers, like upwards like 500K a day after it got released, because it wasn't released when it went actually on this live stream. He released it afterwards pretty soon. With that said, can I introduce you? We need some laughs. This has been a very hectic first week of 2025. We need some laughs. Somebody matched this up. Shout out to, I think, FL Realism matched Gelo's song up to Cash Money Records. Cash Money Records, hey, Cash Money Records record. Let's go.
I might swerve in that corner wall. Bitch, on my time, I'm tweaking this bitch, selling this shit dope. And I heard that she wanna show me who she be. I'm kinda fucking with it, show me some more. Bitch, tell me head to toe, could give a fuck the story. You wanna tweak it over me, and I'ma show you how they go. Like the money in my pocket, though. I walk about when we cook, the niggas don't know.
Okay, now before I get to these other viral ones, what do I think of it? I think that it I don't know if it was done purposely, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was done purposely. But I think it's genius. I think that I always say this about artists who have like a very nostalgic sound. The problem is not you having a nostalgic sound in this time period. It's you not having the self-realization that this sound that you're doing your best to, bring to the forefront has passed. But if you're self-realizing that, oh, okay, I'm kind of a vintage act to a certain degree, there's a whole lot of things you can do content-wise to promote that type of brand. But the problem is some people would try to pass off, some early 2000 flows and convince you that it's ahead of its time in 2024, in 2025. And that's not what it is. Let's continue. Somebody mixed the old Drewski video right to this Gelo Ball song. Shout out to Never Miss 24. Look at it. Oh my God. Yeah, this has been going all week long. Let's keep it going. Here go another one. Oh man, look at that. How me and my gang finna walk in the club when that new Liangelo Ball drops. You got the headbands, the wrist. Matter of fact, hold on, let me throw this around. Hold on. All right, let's go. We ready now. For sure, Dirty. I'm sick. Shall we keep it continuing? Should we keep it going? Somebody matched up the damn TV show The Wire. How the Gelo Ball snippet got me feeling. Here we go. G3 bringing that feeling back. He bringing that feeling back. Somebody even mixed this up with the Boondocks, Thugnificent and the gang vibing the Gelo Ball. At this point, even if people are laughing at it, it's not stopping it from going crazy with its stream and its accessibility and its awareness. I'm making a video about it right now. Continue. I'm done. I seen this in Need for Speed video games. I seen this even in Nike commercials. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, I letting shit go. And I heard that she wanna show me who she be. I'm kinda fucking ready, show me some more. Bitch, we tell you here, so give a fuck the story wrote. You wanna tweak it over me, and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money. I can't. This shit is hilarious to me.
Somebody's gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
And it's an era that I think had a lot more lightheartedness, a lot more fun than it seems like the music of the day. Shit be so damn emo these days that, damn it, it could take the fun out of a lot of this stuff. With that said, though, I want to go to some breakdowns about the why this happened. And of course, part of why this happened is because of Liangelo choosing to go on the platform with a streamer named Neon. He's not the only one that's doing that. There's a lot of artists out here right now that are seeing, this is a great way for them to gain engagement. This is a great way for, them to be in front of a younger audience. And so there's two videos I want to actually break down. The first of which is here on Instagram. And it comes courtesy of an account that we've covered before called Off Record Sounds. And so he compiled some clips and some explanations. See, the thing about it with Gelo has been fighting to get into the league. At one point in time, he played for the Summer League team for the Charlotte Hornets, but not quite made it into the NBA. And this is such a great moment because it's allowing, I'm sure it's making his brand go up and people are having a different kind of awareness. Maybe they're checking in for him and seeing, yo, where you at with your training? But with that said, the question is posed, does Gelo have a future in rapping? Should he get remixes on this? I watched the breakdown. This is the writer of this post. I watched the breakdown on TikTok and loved it. So I thought I would share it with you guys. Here it explains that the song really is something that sounds straight out of the early 2000s sonically, and that it would have been a hit during that era. I could easily see Gelo getting remixes on the song as well. We know basketball didn't play out. Is rapping in store? It's an older sound and aesthetic coming back to hip hop. Isn't that crazy? If an athlete brings that old feeling back, that's crazy. But continue. Let's see what he's talking about.
The Gelo record is that it's viral because it's not so bad that it's good. It's just actually good. Maybe for some people, I'm going to assume younger kids think it sounds goofy, but in all things considered, if he had released this just 25, 30 years ago, this would have been a Billboard Hot 100 hit. This is what hip hop.
How you feel about that? I mean, it has all the sonics of it. I wonder, though, if it would have been as widely as accepted because it's not so much a novelty as much as it is trying to be a version of something that's already popular, right? Manny Fresh already popularizing this, Baby and Wayne and Juvie and all. Like, them popularizing this, would this be seen as disrespect of trying to take the sound? Because at that time, music, hip-hop was very regional. It was very much prideful about you sounding like the region that you're from. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Gelo and the Ball Brothers from Diamond Bar out here in California? We don't supposed to be, whatever. With that said, though, I wonder if it has that same appeal. Probably not. I'm assuming that in this time period, it sticks out because we're sitting in a time period where music just doesn't sound like this. And it just gives you sort of that old feeling back. But, I digress.
Used to sound like. This is what dudes was rocking back then. When I think of my earliest memories of hip hop, it sounds and looks just like this. And that's what I'm saying. This song is not ironically so bad that it's good. It's just legitimately a really good song. What he needs to do now is do the Lil Nas X route, and he needs to get a whole bunch of these artists.
Whoa. You gotta slow your way into that conversation. When you say, what you need to do is go to Lil Nas X route. What do you mean by that?
Artists from like the early to late 2000s and just get them on remixes to this record. I mean, literally imagine he had Juvenile, Cameron, Chameleonaire. Not even kidding. When I first heard it, I immediately thought of Manny Fresh. That was the first name that came to mind. This sounds like something that he made. It sounds like something he would have hopped on. Gelo, I ain't gonna lie to you. You don't have a future in the league. But
whoa, chill. Put your BlackBerry away, man. Hey. Flip your phone back closed. Chill, man. We don't know what this can mean for his basketball future. You just never know.
Fortunately for you, you have other options. My favorite.
That's crazy. Let's go to the next slide. So it says the song he already has out. It's funny because Gelo actually already has quite a catalog of music out already on streaming platforms, not to mention the features he has out, and even with his brother Lonzo. It's under the name Ball Brothers. To me, it's genuinely good. Moreover, it's interesting why Gelo is only getting a moment right now, and that it's not gimmicky. It's just decent music. I think an argument can be made that it is a bit gimmicky. Well, I guess it's more novelty than it is gimmicky right now. I think that if you make this your thing, it becomes a gimmick, right? And I don't always think that gimmick is a bad word. I think it's just a way to make your brand more sticky. I think it's a way for people to memorize and have something to connect to your brand. When you think about the neo soul genre, you probably immediately have an artist that comes to mind. When you think about R&B, you probably have artists that immediately come to mind that kind of stand on your Mount Rushmore. And it's because to a certain degree of their version of a gimmick. Now, there's cheap gimmicks where people are just doing things and it becomes a hack. I don't think that this is what it is. It does sound good. Like the music and everything sounds legitimately good to me. Maybe not something that I'm about to be playing out and about, but shit, the shit sound good to me.
Red Demon know that zeal too.
So this is his brother rapping. His brother Lonzo also raps, and he's been dealing with a lot of injuries. So if you haven't seen him balling up until this year, it's because he's been dealing with some leg injuries, and he's getting back into the league. But it ain't like they just jumped out of nowhere and started doing this. You know, they got a history in this. And usually I'm very critical. You guys know me. I'm very critical of content creators turn rappers and artists and taking up space, as well as athletes taking up space. But looking at that catalog that they have, it shows a dedication to doing this. Now, most of these singles and EPs are from 2024, but I remember seeing even on a TV show that they had in Facebook, like they made this a part of what they wanted to do and be remembered by. So, give them the props. So it talks about the trend of NBA rappers rapping. I don't want to zero in on that. Here is. So this person here, it says, this TikTok said it best, but let me know what y'all think below. Did Gelo give a lesson to independent artists and even musicians backed by labels and teams to drop when the hype is at its max instead of dragging out releases for months? Interesting. Does Gelo have talent? Do you like the song for its virality? It even goes to say in this headline, is it stealing discourse around... Is this still in discourse from Lil Baby's album? Lil Baby just released a new album, and usually that would be an event for a lot of people. And they're saying that could this possibly be taking the attention away? Hey, let's listen to what he has to say.
Liangelo Ball did this week needs to be taught in universities immediately. That man dropped that snippet, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that? Everybody was fucking with it, right? He dropped that song on Friday. Some of y'all artists, specifically you independent artists who have nothing to lose.
Why he yelling at us?
Will have a viral sound on TikTok and people be like, bro, drop it. What we waiting on? And you wait 2 months to drop the actual song.
No, he does make a good point here.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
It's too many artists. I don't know how the hell you take me serious right now with this headband around my neck. You probably already left. I don't care. Too many artists that are trying to find a viral moment, finally get one, and don't know how to deliver the deliverables. Going viral was the worst thing that could have happened to them because they weren't prepared for it. So many folks are showing previews of T-shirts that people can't buy until months and months later before it's even done in production. It's way too much emphasis being put on the validation you get when people are like, that's a good thing. Now, I understand testing the market, testing your audience and seeing if they're interested, but this moment was something that I was even interested in, to where I don't watch the stream, but I saw the video when it started going viral and people were like, yo, this is that early 2000s. That's crazy. He didn't waste no time. A few days later, the mixed version was done. And he was just telling them, yo, I just wrote this. He told Neon, I just wrote this. So I just want to kind of preview for it. So it might have just still been a rough draft. Well, it wasn't a rough draft by the end of the week. So shout out to him taking advantage of that window of time where the interest is high. And then also, too, you're putting extra legs on it. This is, to me, where streaming can become a part of the promo, because it's a low risk option to support the momentum of a record. It's a low risk option. You put it up there as a single, right? You allow people to get access to it. Them getting access to it could then therefore give them access to, hey, you know what? I want to go buy some Baller Brand. I don't know if that's still around, but I want to go buy some Baller Brand. Hey, you know what? Does he have any merch? These are things that could revitalize the attention around the brand. Now, the only thing that I would have done differently is probably add, like I was talking about this, the Strip It. If you would have put like LiangeloBall.com. Let me swerve to the mother. That's what the only thing I would have did. But yeah, that's that.
And then you wonder why nobody's listening to the song. They're fucking over it.
He's still
Because
young.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought Liangelo was gonna drag with the snippet, and then by the time he dropped it, nobody was gonna care about the song no more. No, he dropped that shit right away, and people was still fucking with the song. Bro, I think people are talking about his song more than they talking about Lil Baby's album. That's how you know he got a hit on his hand for real.
Debatable, because, you know, I think that we have to define what a hit song is, especially in this era. Because something goes viral does not necessarily mean that it's going viral because of satisfaction that people have. Sometimes things go viral because of the secondhand embarrassment. Sometimes things go viral because of the anger that people have around something. I don't think this is a product of that, but I definitely think that, like, we got to stop saying just because it goes viral that means that, oh, it's a hit song. I definitely think it's a viral moment without a doubt. But beyond that, let's talk a little bit more about this idea of streamers being the platform. And it's not a new concept in any way, but streamers being the new platform that these artists are going to, being encouraged by their labels to go to. And it's for very specific reasons. Shout out to Matty Balls, who did a great video called How Streamers Control the Music Industry. Listen to what he has to say, and I'll give some thoughts as we go along.
After doing this, Kai won the Streamer of the Year award. By this point, Kai Cenat was undeniably one of the biggest streamers of all time, if not the biggest. But around this time, he also started doing what Aiden was doing, and that was featuring rappers on his streams. He had people like Offset, Ice Spice, Lil Uzi Vert, Nicki Minaj, 21 Savage, Lil Baby, Lil Yachty, NLE Choppa, and many more rappers on his streams. And the notable difference is that he got along with these artists a lot better than Aiden. A lot of Aiden's streams were awkward, but Kai's personality and humor helped him make some very entertaining streams and bring the artists out of their shells a bit more, which spawned a ton of funny clips.
No way.
Speaking of funny clips, first of all, excellent work.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Beyond just funny clips, it gave them content. Have you ever noticed how little content that you get comparing a signed artist who is relying upon the machine, that is relying upon a level of mystery, a level of, untouchability to a certain degree, compared to an independent artist or an up-and-coming artist? Those are two different things that uses that leverages content as a way to communicate the messages in their music that may get overlooked if you don't place a hyper focus on it. Have you noticed the difference in the quantity, right? Of course, there's a difference in quality because the budget does exist on the other side, but it's not always exclusive to one side. I say that to say they go on these streams, these rappers go on these streams, and they have created content to support their project. Content that, doesn't require them to do a rollout plan. It's just really genuine. I'm having a good time with Kai Cenat, and I'm here just kicking it. We're just clowning. They talked about Offset falling in a chair. I think they're going to show it here. Not right here. This is Lil Yachty, but in the next scene. But these are opportunities for them to also expose to their audience, look, beyond the music, like I'm somebody that you would actually kick it with. And I think that it's interesting to see that streamers have become this important.
What is this? I don't know what side of town we on. My Papa John's don't look like this.
No.
Yo, who Papa John's look like this?
This is terrible. I'm not gonna lie, chat. This is
Yo.
The chat said they fuck with the gas. You set me up, nigga. You set me up. Nigga, you set me up. Okay.
And clips like these are the reason why rappers and streamers work so well together.
Facts.
Because Offset isn't going to be having this much fun falling out of his chair on the Breakfast Club.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
And you know what he also ain't gonna have to worry about? Charlemagne on his head asking him Cardi B questions. Shout out to him, because he just asking the questions that some nosy ass people out here want to know, but it ain't what everybody else want to. Some people, you just want to know, like, hey, bro, what's your favorite cereal? Like people who are fans of these folks, like, you know, I genuinely like 3 Stacks is one of my favorite rappers of all time, and to be able to see him in this environment would be dope because, you know, we're getting an idea of what it would be like to be friends with one of your favorite artists. That doesn't always work out in terms of the things that you learn about them in these environments, but at least you know. And I think this level of access is what people are asking beyond a 30-minute album experience, a 3-minute song experience. And I think that's what's supporting this Gelo record is they got a chance. That audience of Neon's got a chance to sit with Gelo and be like, you know, I heard things about him because he had some controversy with, you know, stealing sunglasses overseas and, you know, having presidents get involved. It's a really messy situation. But for them to now have a different vision of who he is and to be able to go through this sort of rebranding, I think that's dope. I think this is an opportunity for people to get to know him, get to know the older him and not the younger one they might have associated his name with.
Or any other traditional media platform. But Kai's streams and other people's streams allow for artists to show off more of their personality and get closer with the fans. It's very symbiotic because the streamers get a big name to feature with them and the artists get to promote their music as well as show off their personality, which usually works great. Although for others who maybe don't have the greatest personalities, it doesn't work out as well.
Whoa, my bad, Chad. Man, you put a hole in my wall. You rich, you can fix it.
My friend officially Ronnie made a very
Oh hell no, you come in here breaking shit. You come in here breaking shit. No, you rich, you can fix it. The hell, that's crazy.
Similar video, and I think he explained this relationship very well.
What is something that rappers, or a lot of rappers, lack? Engagement. It's kind of shocking to see rappers like DaBaby have 20 million followers on IG, but the engagement be ass. It's like a scam at that point. And it could be argued that the reason for that is because rappers are only known for their 2-minute songs. And that's kind of it. Compared to live streamers and content creators, where fans watch them for a couple of hours minimum to 24 hours. I mean, look at the Google top search result. When Kai and Offset did a stream, Offset had a noticeable spike on social media platforms. He was the trending topic for the rap community that week. Kai knows this.
But chat, my thing for me having guests on stream is not to just have guests on stream. I be telling them before everything I say, bro, I want this to be an opportunity for them, the music side of shit. The music side of shit is cool, but to display personality and display to the audience that we, no matter what, no matter how successful get or how big things are, we all normal, bro.
He makes
so this is Kai Cenat, like I said, one of the biggest streamers in that last clip, and he's telling you the time period we're living in which he is electing to do streams with the rappers that are rich conversations and not just rich video productions, not just rich in the quality. You know, most of the time when you look at it, you can tell that it's on a webcam. You could tell that the quality is not, you know, the clearest it can be, but that's part of the appeal. It's almost like TikTok. Part of the appeal of TikTok to people is that it doesn't look so produced and so plastic that it looks out of touch. It looks tangible. It looks like your phone. It looks like you're talking to somebody that's on your level. And so when I look at that, that makes so much sense because that's what a lot of these, I think that's the point that Elliott Wilson, it seems like, is trying to grasp onto, is that people are looking for richer experiences. And sometimes these conversations are not necessarily rich, right? They're just richer experiences in which somebody says something that is really human or is just really funny. And you get to see other sides of people. I didn't know NLE Chopper was that funny, but that's what we get because of the stream experience.
Great videos, by the way, so make sure to check him out. I'll link him down below. So clearly these streams allow for some viral moments, getting to know the artist better, and it allows for the streamers to get some extra clicks.
Yeah. So shout out to that video because I think it definitely breaks down why this song is picking up steam, and why I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't the last one. Not surprised. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if more songs, I should say, wouldn't follow suit. What do you guys think, though? Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. But what do you guys think? Do you think that this is just a a kind of like our version of a one-hit wonder? Or do you think this is an opportunity for an artist to set an example of, hey, sometimes it's not about trying to figure out the next sound. Sometimes it's about trying to figure out how to repolish or I shouldn't say reinvent, but like reintroduce an older sound. Some of you probably are listening to this and be like, I don't like it because leave the past alone. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments below. DIYers, those are my thoughts. You let me know what you think. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.